Title: 12 Animals with the Most Unique Defense Mechanisms. Scene 1. Introduction. A lush jungle setting. The camera pans through a vibrant jungle filled with animals going about their day. Birds chirping, leaves rustling, and distant animal calls create an immersive soundscape. Narrator VO. In the wild, survival is a constant battle. Whether it's avoiding predators or protecting territory, animals have developed some extraordinary ways to defend themselves. From camouflaging into their surroundings to unleashing bizarre chemical reactions, these creatures take survival to a whole new level. Here are 12 animals with the most unique defense mechanisms you've ever seen. Scene 2. The bombardier beetle. The chemical cannon. A close-up of a bombardier beetle as it scurries across the ground. Suddenly, it stops and releases a small explosion of chemical vapor. Narrator VO. Meet the bombardier beetle, nature's tiny chemical cannon. When threatened, it shoots boiling hot chemicals from its abdomen in a rapid-fire spray. The chemical reaction happens inside the beetle's body, creating an explosive burst that can even scare off larger predators. That's one way to keep your enemies at bay. Scene 3. The hagfish. The slime ejector. Footage of a hagfish wriggling through the ocean floor. A predator approaches and suddenly, the hagfish releases a thick cloud of slime, causing the predator to flee. Narrator VO. The hagfish may not look intimidating, but when it's attacked, it produces an insane amount of slime. This thick goo clogs the gills of predators, making it nearly impossible for them to breathe. While the attacker struggles, the hagfish makes a quick escape, leaving nothing but slime behind. Scene 4. The sea cucumber. The intestine ejector. Underwater footage shows a sea cucumber lying still on the ocean floor. When threatened, it expels a stringy mass of internal organs. Narrator VO. Sometimes, desperate times call for desperate measures. The sea cucumber's defense is about as extreme as it gets. When under attack, it ejects its internal organs, tangling up the predator. While the predator is distracted, the sea cucumber escapes and eventually regenerates its lost body parts. It's a pretty dramatic way to survive. Scene 5. The Texas horned lizard. The blood shooter. A Texas horned lizard perches on a rock. Suddenly, when approached by a predator, it shoots a stream of blood from its eyes. Narrator VO. Now here's a defense mechanism that'll make you do a double take. The Texas horned lizard shoots blood from its eyes to ward off predators. This shocking behavior can reach distances of up to 5 feet. The blood not only confuses the predator but also contains chemicals that taste awful to attackers like coyotes. Scene 6. The Malaysian exploding ant. The sacrificial defender. Close-up of a Malaysian exploding ant. As a larger insect attacks, the ant suddenly explodes in a burst of sticky liquid, immobilizing its enemy. Narrator VO. These ants take one for the team literally. When threatened, the Malaysian exploding ant contracts its abdominal muscles so hard that it ruptures, releasing a toxic sticky substance that traps or kills the predator. This self-sacrifice helps protect the ant colony from larger threats. Scene 7. The opossum playing dead. An opossum lies motionless on the forest floor as a predator sniffs around. Its eyes are half closed, and its tongue lolls out. Narrator VO. The phrase "playing possum" comes from this clever creature's unique defense. When faced with danger, the opossum doesn't run, it plays dead. Not only does it go limp, but it also emits a foul odor to convince predators that it's already decayed and no longer worth eating. Predators usually lose interest, allowing the opossum to make a safe getaway. Scene 8. The hairy frog. The bone breaker. A hairy frog hops along the forest floor. As it is threatened, the camera zooms in on its feet, showing sharp claws emerging as the frog breaks its own bones. Narrator VO. This frog takes extreme measures to defend itself. The hairy frog breaks the bones in its toes, forcing sharp claws to puncture through its skin and use as weapons. It's a painful defense mechanism, but effective in fending off would-be predators. Scene 9. The Iberian ribbed newt. Spiky escape. The newt's rib bones extend outward as a predator approaches, showing sharp protrusions just under its skin. Narrator VO. When danger strikes, the Iberian ribbed newt turns itself into a spiky, unappetizing meal. This newt pushes its sharp ribs outward, piercing through its skin to act as weapons. It even coats its body in toxins to make itself even more dangerous to potential predators. Scene 10. The pufferfish inflatable armor. A pufferfish swims leisurely, but upon detecting a threat, it inflates into a spiky ball, doubling in size. Narrator VO. The pufferfish is one of the most iconic examples of a defensive transformation. When threatened, it rapidly inflates by swallowing water, making it much larger and more difficult to eat. Some species also have spines that protrude when they puff up, adding an extra layer of danger for any predator daring enough to take a bite. Scene 11. The electric eel. The living shock. An electric eel swims through murky water. A curious predator approaches and is suddenly jolted backward by an electric shock. Narrator VO. Armed with its own electricity, the electric eel is one of the most shocking animals on the planet. Literally, it can generate up to 600 volts of electricity, enough to stun or even kill its prey. When attacked, the eel unleashes its electric charge, teaching predators to think twice before messing with this aquatic powerhouse. Scene 12. The peacock mantis shrimp. The smasher. A peacock mantis shrimp slowly stalks a crab. With lightning speed, it strikes with its powerful club-like claws, shattering the crab's shell. Narrator VO. This small but mighty creature has one of the most powerful punches in the animal kingdom. The peacock mantis shrimp strikes with such force that it can smash through the shells of crabs and other hard-bodied prey. Its punch is so fast that it even generates heat and light underwater, creating tiny cavitation bubbles that add to the impact. Not only does this shrimp have incredible offense, but predators learn quickly that it's not an easy meal. Scene 13. Conclusion. The wonders of nature's defenses. A montage of all the animals mentioned, showcasing their unique defense mechanisms in action. Narrator VO. From slime and chemicals to shocking electricity and self-sacrifice, these animals show us that the natural world is full of incredible, often bizarre ways to survive. These defense mechanisms have evolved over millions of years, turning ordinary creatures into extraordinary survivors. What other marvels of nature lie out there, waiting to be discovered? End credits. The credits roll, with shots of different animals roaming their natural habitats. The end.